Hey everyone, Lindsey Victoria here from A Life Well Balanced, and you are watching Life with LV. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you feel like life is speeding by and you're struggling with procrastination and overwhelm, then I think today's guest is going to help you. I want to welcome Jennifer Grace, transformational coach and Hay House author. Thank you so much for joining me again.
You're so welcome, Lindsey. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And it's so good to be sitting here. We're here at the House of Om in Miami. Exactly the place we need to feel Om. So, you know, we're here at the end of the year. It's a time for making decisions and we're reflecting on everything. And the last time we talked, we were talking about clarity.
Yep.
And becoming clear is so important. But I found out that once you become clear, sometimes you feel like the world just starts crashing down with the amount of things that you have to do. So, like, what is your first strategy when those feelings of overwhelm start to kick in?
Yeah. So that's like a big thing that happens for a lot of my students is they go through and they get all this clarity and then they've got this big vision, this big dream. And the thought of it, the very thought of it just completely paralyzes them with fear. They feel those feelings of overwhelm.
Yes.
And I think the first thing to kind of explore is that overwhelm is just a thought. It's just a state of being, and it actually is a choice. And people don't realize that they have a choice to be overwhelmed and reactive, or to just be responsive and be calm. Like in every moment, you get to choose: are you going to be overwhelmed or not? And here's a perfect example, right? So there's two people, they're both getting ready to go on this big trip to Europe. And one of them, their friend, goes, "Hi, how are you?" "Oh my God, I'm chicken with my head cut off. I'm so stressed. I have to get my tickets and pack and I have so much to do. I'm so overwhelmed." And then the other friend picks up the phone and it's, same trip to Europe, different person. And they're like, "Hey, can you talk?" And they're like, "No, not right now. I've got a lot to do and I'm going to handle it." And that's about it. So it's a choice. In every moment, you can choose to be overwhelmed or not. Overwhelmed is just a thought. And actually, it was funny because on the way over here, I was late to meet Lindsey again. And I actually chose, it was a conscious choice. I'm like, I'm overwhelmed. I'm choosing that right now, because I felt bad that I was late for you. And I knew that my state of being, that I was choosing that in the moment. And then when I hung up the phone, I made a different choice to just say, it's fine, you're 6 minutes away, you have all the time in the world, and just get there.
And that's an important thing, that you have all the time in the world. You teach that in your class, and that comes up for me a lot when I feel like I'm feeling stressed. You have all the time in the world.
Yes.
And
even if you don't, just saying it is going to relax you.
Yeah, you feel like you're, tricking yourself into that, which is amazing. So, when it comes to us, we have all the time in the world, we're trying to make priorities or being able to say to ourselves, I have a choice how I want to feel. Like, how do we organize ourselves, or how do we make ourselves, especially, I'm sure lots of us are talking about New Year's resolutions or things that we want to do and make those things happen. Like, how do we continue on and make sure that we're going to actually get these things done and follow through?
Yeah. Well, I think that chunking things down is the best thing to do to really be clear in your vision and to map it all out and then reverse engineer it and just say, what are the 3 first things that I get to do that's going to move me forward in this vision? And don't think about the 20 million other things that you get to do to get you there, but to just backtrack it. And then to break them down even further into a measurable results action plan. And that is when you break it down into the how, the what, and the by when.
Okay.
So for example, when I wanted to become a Hay House published author and I wanted to write my first book, I was so overwhelmed at the thought of writing a book, I thought it would take me 7 years.
Right.
And I thought I'm never going to find the time to, write a book because I have all these classes and my kid and whatever. And then I said, wait a minute, I'm never going to find the time.
Right.
I have to create it. Right? So small chunks of time, super focused with no distraction can breed extraordinary results. So I thought, okay, how, what, by when? So the what was to become a published author. How, I decided that I would create my author hours And that would to be wake up from 5:30 to 6:30 a.m. to write only 500 words. And I did the math that in 4 months, that would be a 50,000 word manuscript. So my by when was April 11, 2011.
Wow.
So that was my how, what, by when. And I just did 1 hour a day of uninterrupted, undistracted time. And, set my alarm to say, do you want it or not?
I love that.
Every morning at 5:30 a.m.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a really another good thing to trick your brain.
Totally. Do you want it? I mean, it's a confronting
want it or
question, It's like, do you want to have the body or not? Then get your butt to the gym. Do you want to leave your 9 to 5? Then work on your entrepreneurial effort in the morning in the wee hours or on the weekends and skip your bottomless, bloody Mary brunch, like it's a choice.
Choices
right?
and priorities.
Yeah.
Definitely. And that 3 steps, that's great. I love that.
Very simple.
Very simple.
Yeah.
That's what I like talking with you. Everything, you make it simple.
Very practical and very simple. And then you get to also trick yourself though, because a lot of times you sit down for that creative hour and you're ready to work on the project, the book, and then all of a sudden you're like, I have to pee. And then you go pee and you come back and you're like, I think I'm thirsty. And then you go get a drink of water and you come back. And then you hear ding and you're like, let me just check this one email. And the next thing you know, you're on Facebook liking, kittens, cute little baby kittens, and the whole hour is gone.
Right. Can't have
So you must first pee. Get a drink of water. Change the laundry, turn off the cell phone, turn off the browser, do everything that you possibly can to make sure you're not going to go squirrel, shiny thing.
Right.
So you got to protect yourself from yourself, the self-saboteur that lives inside of us all.
Yes. Wow. Those are some great tips.
Yeah.
So that's actually, I kind of want to just think about wrapping up with a few, what are your favorite routines that you do in the morning and the evening? And sounds like you probably have some really good ones. So
yes.
Do you want to share any that will get you in the mood to be more productive so you don't procrastinate and you don't feel overwhelmed?
Absolutely. I think, just a daily practice of meditation and journaling, whether you're looking for clarity, whether you're looking for, to overcome the self-sabotager, but just to get yourself balanced and calm before you take on your day.
Yeah.
Could be a simple practice of, 5 minutes of just reflective writing, 10 minutes of meditation, just by following your breath all the way in and all the way out, silently saying here on the inhale, now on the exhale. A fun thing that I've been having my students do is make little meditation stations. So you can get a little TV tray box, that you put remote controls in, but take the remote controls out.
Yeah.
And put a bottle of lavender oil, aromatherapy, a candle, a crystal, a journal, a pen, a little gong, and maybe some mala beads. These are really great for meditation.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful.
This is like training wheels for meditation, and then you can meditate wherever you are, and you just here on the inhale, now on the exhale, and you just move yourself along the beads, and the combination of the breathing and the counting and the touching of the beads, it's so much concentration that you're not thinking about, what am I going to do later? What didn't I do before? And it just really grounds you. So creating a little box for yourself, a little meditation station, and it's fun because you can take it in your bed, you can take it on your chaise, you can take it outside, you can take it to the beach, and maybe some sage or something, and you have it in. Go anywhere you want to go.
Those are all amazing, amazing
it makes
tips.
a great gift, and I don't sell them yet, but I might.
Oh, you might.
I don't know. I just made that up just now.
Who knows?
JG Meditation Station.
JG Meditation Station. I like this. A portable meditation station.
I love it. Okay, we're onto something.
I think
we're
are
losing
onto something.
millions right now. We need to do the infomercial.
We need to do the infomercial. Zooming in. Well, Jennifer actually also teaches a course, the creative.
The Clarity Catalyst.
The Clarity Catalyst.
And the Action Catalyst.
And the Action Catalyst. So if you are looking for somebody to help guide you with trying to get out of procrastination, somebody to kick you up the butt to get things done, you can come and check out jennifergrace.com.
Actually, probably the best place is jennifergrace.com/events.
Okay.
And that'll list all my upcoming events. I have 8-week events and just 2-hour events and all sorts of meditations. And that's the quick route to what's up with me.
Oh, that's amazing. amazing. And
Yeah.
you can come check her out at the meditations. We're here at the House of Om.
Yeah, in Upper Buena Vista,
Buena Vista,
and
Miami.
Modern Om. We should probably get a shot of us later meditating, a little B-roll.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll definitely get that. So she also has a book out, Directing Your Destiny. So I'll put a link below. I think that's a great book and a way to coach you through anything that you might be feeling or
Stuck in. Yep.
Yeah, getting
Yep.
unstuck.
Getting
That's the main
unstuck.
thing.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining me,
Thank
Jennifer.
you.
I really appreciate
Thank
it.
you guys.
I hope you guys
Thank you,
have
cameraman.
Yes, thank you. Hope you guys have a great one. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.